everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video that I haven't done before, which is weird to me because I've had this channel for quite a few years, and this is what this channel was supposed to be about. It is a body positivity video. I want to apologize if you could hear somebody, I don't even know what they're doing. It sounds like a drill or like a saw or something. Yeah, of course, right when I want to film, because I haven't filmed all day, and of course the second I want to film, you know, let's get that yard work done. But today I am doing a video on body positivity, and the weirdest thing is I have body positivity conversations with myself all the time that I want to film, but then I never do, which is so weird because I have like a full conversation of everything I want to say to you, and then I just never get around to doing it. I always film other things. So this is a long time coming. I am going to be completely honest with you. I am obviously a plus size woman. I am a size 28. I am not ashamed of that. I love my body. I love my body. Let me repeat that. I love my body. And if you don't, I don't give a fuck. Like, I love my body. It is beautiful, and my husband loves my body, and I will be honest with you, when I was younger, I did not like my body, and the funniest part is, like, I had a better body when I was younger. Like, I was smaller when I was younger, but I just wasn't confident, and now I'm super confident in my body. I will admit, there are days when I do not like what I see in the mirror, but that's more of, like, that all depends on how I'm feeling that day. I feel like that has to do with emotions and, you know, just moods and everything. But for the whole part, I love my body. I think I'm sexy. And I know a lot of people don't feel that way. And there are times, again, I don't feel that way. But for the most part, as a whole, I am sweating. I love you, Florida, but damn. But as a whole, I love all this. This is I love it. I'm sorry. I love my body. I don't care. I'm one of those people who doesn't judge other people on their bodies. Like, I have friends who will sit here and judge people on their bodies, and I just have never been that kind of person. I am more the kind of person, I remember doing this with my mom when I was like a teenager, when we would go out and we would watch people like wherever we were. If we were out eating, if we were out shopping, if we were out whatever we were doing, we would watch people and we would both at the same time be like, I like that outfit. Doesn't matter what you look like. You could be a child and I'd be like, I like that outfit. We are more into clothes than like body shaming. If I hate your outfit, I'm gonna look at my mom and I'm gonna be like, that's a bad outfit. But as far as body goes, like, I've never looked at somebody, and I don't know if this is because I am somebody who was raised in a, not like a big family, even though I have a big family, like a larger family. Like, my whole family, as far as I can remember, pretty far back, you know, we're all big people. And so I don't know if it's something you grow up, like, knowing, like, growing up in a large family, you don't judge people on their bodies, because I remember as a kid being judged for my body all the time. Like, I remember being, oh my god, I was talking to my husband about this the other day. I remember being in, I want to say like 4th or 5th grade, and there was this kid in my class, I believe his name was Tyler, and he was like a popular boy. I didn't even really like this school, but I remember this kid, and I didn't give two fucks about this kid. But I remember he used to come up to me, and I guess his brother or a like sibling of his was in a higher grade than us, because we hadn't learned about this yet. And he used to walk by me all the time and he'd be like, you're obtuse. And at the time, I honestly didn't know what obtuse meant, so I thought obtuse meant you're fat. I was telling my husband this, he's like, that's so dumb, because that's not even what that means. Which it isn't. Obtuse is just a wide angle. But I grew up thinking that obtuse, well, I mean, obviously when I learned what that meant, I didn't. But I remember growing up thinking obtuse meant you were fat. And I took it as a huge insult, and I was like so hurt. And the funniest part is this kid obviously didn't know what it meant either, because we were in 4th grade, and I don't think you learned that till around, actually, I think, did I learn that in high school or did I learn that before? I don't remember. I remember learning it, I just don't remember when. But I just, Like, that was the first really, I mean, obviously I've been called fat and ugly and stupid, but like that was the first like intelligent insult anybody had ever like thrown at me, and it wasn't even intelligent obviously because it was stupid. But like, these are just things that as a bigger person you kind of come across on a daily. I'm not saying that skinny people don't necessarily get bullied, because as I think about it, I had a really skinny cousin. Her name was Robin, and she was uber skinny, and I remember making fun of her all the time for being skinny, which in my head I never thought was mean, because I said it first of all out of love because she was my cousin. But it makes me wonder now if, you know, along with like fat shaming, if we also skinny shame people, which I know people have like a big thing about, but I feel like because they try to make skinny the normal, and because skinny is what everybody wants to be, I feel like it's not as big of an insult to be called skinny. Like, if you feel differently, I completely understand. I get that. But like, because skinny is what everybody tells us to be, like, I feel like being called skinny is almost like a compliment. Like, I had somebody call me Curvy the other day because my screen name is Forever Curvy Kirsten, and I was somewhere using my screen name and somebody's like, are you forever curvy? And I literally thought they meant like, are you gonna be fat forever? And I took it as such an insult, and they're like, no, I didn't mean it like that. Again, another thing that text doesn't translate well in, you know, you can't ever tell what people really mean. But I was just like, there's such a line between, you know, like what's an insult and what's not, and it's just so hard. I remember as a kid being called fat and chubby and just all these things, and as a kid they bothered me. But if you called me that now, I'd be like, yeah, I know. What of it? Like, it's not something that bothers me anymore, and I wasn't like positive about anything, like whether it be my body or my sense of style or my personality. I wasn't comfortable with any of these things until I was getting comfortable with it when I was in high school, because I had a really good friend who was that kind of friend who was like, fuck what other people think, you know, be you. And I did that. The only thing is, I wasn't necessarily me. I was more like them me. You know, like when you find a friend and you kind of attach yourself to them and you kind of are similar to what they are because they're your friends. You kind of go through phases. I was more like that. It wasn't until after I graduated high school and my mom took me out and bought me a brand new wardrobe for graduating. It was a big deal. And she bought me a whole new wardrobe, and I wore shorts for the first time since I was probably 13. I had legs. Did you know that? I didn't know I had legs. Every day in high school, I wore pants and a hoodie over whatever freaking shirt I was wearing. And that was my attire probably from the beginning of middle school to the end of high school. That was what I wore every day of my life. Did you know under your clothes there's a body? I didn't know that. I mean, it doesn't help that, you know, you're a plus size or a fat person. I'm not ashamed to call myself fat. I'm a fat person who's putting on tons of layers that don't help with the shape of my body. I mean, it just was like, oh, here's a larger body. Let's put a potato stack on it. But as I grew up, I learned how to better style my body. But as I grew up, my body changed more. Like, this is so weird, but like, I went through high school. Yeah, I was big. I wore the same clothes all the time. Then I went to college. Horrible experience. Hated it. I felt so judged for my body and everything in college. It was really like, and I only took like one course. I took a cosmetology course, but the girls in it, I felt, judged me so much because we all had to wear the same outfits, but like the smaller girls would all roll their pants down so their asses and their stomachs were hanging out. And then like, yeah, they were very kind of like bickery kind of girls, and it just felt like you were being judged all the time. Like, I wasn't the only big person in the class, but I feel like I didn't do as well as everybody else on hair. Like, it just was not my calling. Like, I'm great at coloring, but when it comes to like cutting hair, it's just wasn't my calling. Like, if I could have just gone to school for coloring, I would have been fine. But, you know, when everything's kind of like a competition in school, when you have teachers who literally tell you your job is going to be selling your body to get great tips, there's a problem with that, first of all. You know, we'll have a story time about college in another video, because that's going to be a story. But, like, when you're literally being told by the first teacher you have of the year that, you know, you're gonna make the best tips when you wear sundresses and cowboy boots and show a little skin. Mind you, she did work on a military base when she cut hair, but still, to like be judged every day on your appearance when you come to school, like whether you're wearing enough makeup or whether your hair looks good, when you're coming to school, like that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody. And I just felt like I wasn't great at hair. I went to school to learn how to do hair, so I didn't feel like I was great necessarily at doing hair or makeup at the time. Like, I wore thick eyeliner and mascara, and that was about it. This that you see before you here, first of all, this is not amazing, but this is like 100 degrees better compared to what I used to do. So, like, then and now is so different, but to be judged on how you look every day when you're not being taught necessarily how to do your makeup and your hair is very hard. Like, when you have to wear the same cookie cutter outfit as everybody else, and you're bigger than everybody else, so it fits you way different. Like, it's hard, and when you're being judged and graded on it, like, that can really kind of destroy your self-esteem. And I left college feeling very inadequate. Like, I remember feeling kind of worse about myself than before I went into college. Like, I went into college finally kind of finding myself. I had one class before I started this course, and I felt really good about myself. I was wearing clothes that I liked. Like, I wore dresses to school every day. So I kind of left college feeling really shitty about myself. Like, I had kind of built up some self-esteem after high school, but after college, it had kind of all been crumbled down. But by the end of college, I had met my now, and probably always, husband. He was my boyfriend at the time, but I mean, he really made me feel good about myself, because before that, when I started college, I was dating a guy who kind of used me for sex, which, again, another story time. But when you date somebody that literally won't tell their family or friends about you and kind of just keeps you under the rug, again, that can really kill your self-esteem. When you like somebody so much and they don't want anybody knowing you exist, again, that can kill your self-esteem. But I did put myself in that situation. So I think, you know, I have to take that with a grain of salt, because I am partly to blame there. I am probably mostly to blame because my mother definitely told me I was too good for him. So when I finally met my husband and we started dating, like, I'll be honest, I have never felt more confident than when I met my husband. I stopped giving a fuck what anybody else thought. And I was like, there's this person here who loves me for who I am. Why can't I do that? And that's when it happened. I was just like, if this person sees what I wish everybody else would see, it's obviously there and they just can't see it. I need to show them. So I kind of stopped caring again, like I had right before I started that specific cosmetology course in college. And I went back to being happy and bubbly and just what you have before you. I really hope that someday, like, things have changed so much in the last few years as far as acceptance between whether, you know, it's your sexual orientation or your body. And I want to throw a huge thank you out to anybody who has helped with that. Like, you know, Tess Holiday to me was like the first step for me. Like, she was the first person who I saw out in the world as a plus size woman who was like accepted by so many people. And she just has this I don't give a fuck attitude to her that is what I I strive to, first of all. Like, obviously, I'm very happy with who I am, but there are still days where I'm kind of down, and, you know, I just want everybody, because I know other people who are smaller than me, even smaller than me, but still, you know, plus size, who hate their body, and it hurts me so much that you are given this gorgeous body. And I want to make like a separate video maybe on how we are all taught that, you know, we should be this cookie cutter shape, and like everybody in the magazines that we should look like them, when there's no way. I will never ever look like, you know, a Victoria's Secret model. I will never have that body shape. It's just not in my chemistry. Like, I can lose tons of weight, which I hope someday I will, but I'm never gonna look like a Kardashian. Well, I don't want to use that because they're a little curvy, but like, I will never look like a Victoria's Secret model, because it's just not what I'm meant to look like. I mean, I will probably lose weight, but if I lose weight, I will still be a curvy woman. It's just how my genetics are. And it kind of hurts me that people all over the world look at magazines and are told this is what you need to look like, but there's no way we're ever gonna look like that. And I really wish there was more diversity in the world on like what beauty is, because beauty standards are so fucked up. And I just want, for girls, like when I was younger, I want girls that age to know you are beautiful just the way you are. And yeah, if you want to change something, you know, there's no problem with that. You know, I would love to lose weight, not because, you know, I hate my body, but like more or less like for health reasons, just because I'd rather be more energetic, and, you know, I'd like to be more active. And I know with all the weight that I have, it is a bit harder for me, but I also know that losing weight isn't easy. Like, I've done quick like losing weight where I count my calories and I only have like 15 calories a day, or 1500 calories a day, and I've lost like 30 pounds in a month, and I was like, this is amazing, this is what it's gonna be like every time. No, I gained all that weight back, and I'm trying to lose weight now, and I'm eating super healthy, and I'm gaining weight. What the fuck? Like, this is the thing. Like, we're taught, oh my god, you have to work hard and you'll lose weight. That's bullshit. I work hard. I eat lean cuisine meals, and I exercise. I have a pool. I do squats in my living room. I work out, and yet nothing. And when I do lose weight, it's like 1 pound. And it's only 1 pound, and then all of a sudden 2 pounds will come back. Like, what? What is that about? I'm working so hard, but yet nothing's changing. So I also feel like people are like, oh, if you do this, you're gonna lose weight. That's not always, you know, the truth. I used to go to the gym all the time. Every day I would go to the gym and I would walk on the treadmill. And then I'd go and I'd do my arms and I'd do my legs on that stupid thing where it was scoozing me. I'd do my legs on that thing where you like push it up. I love that machine. But I barely lost any weight, and I worked hard. Like, I would leave there so sweaty, and then I'd come home and I would count my calories, and it really didn't make a difference. So I mean, everybody's body is different, and to think that things that work for somebody else are going to work for you isn't true, and to think that your body can look like somebody else's isn't true either. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to change your body, I am fine with that. I would love to change my body. I would love to have Hillary Duff's body. I mean, fuck. I would love to have Hillary Duff's body, but that isn't gonna happen. And there's no way I'm ever gonna look like Hillary Duff. Somebody please, if you have like photoshopping skills, please photoshop my face on Hillary Duff's body. Please, if you know how. I'd love that. But it's not something that's gonna happen. And I really think it's important for people to accept their body and accept what the abilities are with their body. Like, I can lose weight. That is something I can do. It's going to take a lot of work, but I could lose weight. I'm not going to be skinny. Oh, I mean, I'll be skinnier. I just won't be, you know, itty bitty. And I'm okay with that. I don't want to, first of all, I don't want to be itty bitty. I want to be me, just a better version of me. Just a healthier version of me. That's all I want. And I really hope that all of you out there, that's what you want. Because the truth is, you are gorgeous. Just the way you are. No matter what anybody says, you are beautiful. And that's what this channel is going to be about. It's what it should have been about from the beginning. It's just, I never sat down and made this video. I'm making this video and it's going up, and this is a very, very important video. And I hope anybody who is subscribed to my channel will at least watch this video, because this is probably the most important video I have ever posted. Until next time, love yourself and love the others around you, just the way they are. I will see you next time with another video. Bye!